kudos to the devs. They listen. They actually listen. I think there was a lot more people than just me. I think everybody was like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" You know. So, anyways, I just wanted to kind of go over the or the dev blog that they just recently posted, and they kind of explained what they changed and stuff like that, and also some future updates, which I think are pretty cool. So I was just going to show you that. So let's get right into it. All right, so it says, welcome to our 5th dev blog. Excavation was definitely our most controversial update since the health patch, but we feel we are turning a corner and applying your feedback at a reasonable rate. But the excavation update marked an end of an era. We will be moving from massive quarterly updates to smaller incremental changes to add depth at a faster rate, in order to prevent stale and repetitive gameplay. That being said, we have a lot to cover, so let's crack straight into it. That's a Pestily reference, I think. That's funny. Okay, so they're looking to do patches every 2 weeks, with the eighth week patch being classed as a new feature update. Then we will rinse and repeat. Obviously there will be trial and error with this new cadence, but so please bear with us while we get it up and running. So why are we doing this? A couple of major reasons. Our current updates are so large, we see them being lost in their own noise and can easily be broken up into meaningful patches within their own right. This means there's not too much dripping at once, and we can test and implement feedback at a more manageable scale. Provide a faster cycle so players have something regular and consistent to look forward to. This helps us by also supplying the community with more news more frequently. The goal is not just pushing a hardcore element, but to add depth. I know we have all become comfortable in the game's current gameplay loop, but it's time for a change. It may seem confusing at first, but your patience is appreciated. I'm sure we will all be happy where we land in only a few months' time. Those are cool, like Breacher Pod, I guess new designs. The first patch in this new cadence is one focusing on giving Breachers a much needed buff. Development on Marauders will always be a push and pull now that the Breachers have experienced a nerf. Frigate, health damage multiplier, I don't know. We want to provide them a buff in the way of new solutions that give the game more of that depth we've been talking about. We are pleased to reveal that the new pod types are on their way, including the Marauder pod, which has small weaponry that can be used to shoot and damage a frigate before you start your breach. Let the dogfighting commit. Ooh, that'll be cool. I wonder if it'll could you do enough damage to disable them? I wonder. Alongside this, we will include breach protection, which stuns enemy players next to a breach point. Okay, so it doesn't give them. Okay, and give them a little nudge with hopes that it clears the way of any pesky mines. Nice. Okay. We will also work to prioritize a safer breach point rather than being entirely random, which will be for breach raid locations and ships. Another example of providing depth in the next update is the inclusion of gate transmitters, providing the ability to call the exit space gate at any time during a raid. It will take a few patches to get the balancing right, but we see it as an item that's not necessarily common, but easy to learn its location. For example, possibly finding it in a radar tower salvage. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's like a activatable thing. Okay, that's cool. Outside this, balancing on the space gate default arrival timer will be an ongoing battle, but the team here at SIG are more interested in providing players with new solutions to combat our mechanics, rather than nerfing existing ones into oblivion. We want extracting to feel rewarding, whether you found loot or not. This is our goal going forward. Double 20 dart ammo was just introduced in the last update, so we will be building a library of weapons that can use it. Currently, we only have the SPP-1 pistol, but in only a matter of days, you will have your hands on the deadly APS. A 20 round capacity, low fire rate, high damage output assault rifle. It will benefit from the highest bleed chance in the game, so make sure you poke around those vaults. Nice. I plan to. Oh, this is that planet killer one. Okay. Pretty sick. Progress on our new map is moving along swiftly. The scale is impressive, but we still managed to keep some of the claustrophobic immersion that we have all come accustomed to in Marauders. The map will be dropping in one of our feature updates before the end of the year. Currently slated for September-October. Only a matter of weeks. So as previously mentioned, this new regular update pace will aim to repair frustrations over disbalanced weapons and armor. A good example of this is the rise in the Brand. A weapon that we felt was always hated in terms of obscure size and wonky size. Yeah, dude, that gun sucked ass. It went through a much needed buff with its new attachments, but once again probably went too far, and now we need to play with its spawn chance, drum mag capacity, and fire rate. However, we would like to side on increasing rarity over super nerfing. That being said, we are revamping our analytics and feedback loop so we can catch these outliers in moderate time. Now that the new matchmaker is stable, we can proceed to talk about our solo only functionality. We wanted to add another feature first, rather than straight up the same game with just solo crews, which proved to be a strange experience internally. Oh, so they like play tested and they were like, this sucks. Raider mode will be another game type in which you and 5 other solos will masquerade as low life raiders assigned a random loadout and starting inside a raid location with hopes of making it to the escape pods. Oh dude, yes, let's go. It's like a scav run. Alright, that's what I see. This is like perfect. Okay, we see this as a shorter session tension reliever and an easier onboarding experience. More importantly, it is a way for players that are struggling with their stash to get some extra loot before they set off into their next space adventure. Obviously, it will need to be balanced to not take away from the mainstead crew mode of Marauders, but we are already excited for its potential. We are still experimenting with it, so the feature won't be ready for a few more weeks. Depending on its reception, we may still create a solo-only crew matchmaker, or focused on the raider mode instead, so watch this space. Siege disapproves of this job. Oh, he's one of the Discord mods. That's funny. It's normally advised to not directly address cheaters without just promising that you are just tackling it / banning them. For the players that are affected, we will always make sure to take action as fast as we can with new methods and tactics. But with our game, it feels a little unique. I think it's worth a deeper discussion. We have noticed as of late that they appear in somewhat organized waves, not for unfair advantages, but to cause trouble. I'm not interested in generated hate or wild theories, and maybe I'm wrong giving it attention, but it's important to note since they seem to have no urge to play the game naturally or even level up. It feels as if they want to cause damage to the player base through drawing negative attention, like reviews, for example. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to influence how players review the game, but it feels they seem to greatly dissipate after they have done their task or we have banned them enough times. Also, I want to be honest in the fact that we just enjoy making the game for our players. There is no point in holding ill will, even for the cheaters. I don't know them as people and we take no pleasure in banning. I'm just more devastated for the players that are affected and want to do everything in our power to remedy. Rather than the default F1 cheaters, we are trying to analyze and understand. Maybe one day they will reach out. Wouldn't that be interesting? You know where to find me. Sorry for the long rant, but we aren't going anywhere. We remain very passionate and we are very grateful Sorry for the long rant, but we aren't going anywhere. We remain very passionate and we are very grateful for everyone that plays and helped us with reports. So here's the thank you. Supply drops to all our players in the gift menu. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so merchandise store. More merch has hit the store, so don't forget to check it out. And the new F1 mug is flying off the shelves and is our current top seller. With every major update, we'll be adding more cool swag, so keep your eyes peeled, Marauders. Nice. That does look pretty funny. I like that. It's almost time to get your pickaxes ready or claim them off Poor Dead Miner and get to work. Very soon you will see nickel deposits around the mining frigate and asteroid mine. Don't forget to process it into much needed scrap. Who knows, you could get lucky with more precious metal. This experiment is already fully functional and ready to go in our upcoming patch. Marauders has survival in its DNA, so we hope you agree it fits right at home. I mean, that's cool. I mean, like every extraction shooter has it except for Tarkov, really. Any last words? Feedback has been thick and fast on the excavation update. Yeah. Yep. I saw it. I was on their Discord and I could see like a lot of people were like not happy about it. Anyways, and we are not blind to your concerns. We hope players are satisfied with our quick response to healing times and with what we have showcased today in the dev blog. Exciting changes are coming and we do appreciate your trust in Marauders, even if it may feel like we are rocking the boat or frigate. It will only benefit the game in the long run, and we want to use early access to its full potential and see what sticks and what doesn't. But as you can see in the graphic what our intentions really are, if we go too far, we will correct it. To explain some of our recent changes, our average survival rate pre-excavation update for all players was rising above 60%. This may seem like an oversimplification, but games like ours live off a solid challenge. With some of our competitors having a base survival rate around 30%, obviously that's very low, but being closer to a 50% survival rate is a much better target. And we need to introduce changes to break it apart and understand the metric better. Too hard can be bad, but too easy is just plain boring. Hope you enjoyed this dev blog and we hope to see you very soon for another patch. Nice. Alright y'all, well, it seemed like they fixed everything that I had a problem with in my rant video, which I'm okay with. I'm glad they fixed it. And I'm looking forward to the future updates. There was a lot of stuff on there that I was like, hey, this is pretty good, you know? I'm wanting to see like a new gun, and I want it to be like a sniper, like a one-shot sniper that you could like hold angles with or something, like, and like hit some crispy snipes, you know? Like I want that so bad. I know that's like not like, this is like a corridor shooter, it's like really close quarters and stuff, but I feel like if they did it right, you could like have some really crispy, like some really good clips, and it would bring a lot of people in. I'm just saying. I've had this game for a long time. I bought it off their website when it was on only their website, and my bank canceled my debit card because it was like from like overseas, and like I had to go get a new card, and like I was like, I'm doing this for you, Marauders, because like it looked awesome, and it is awesome. It is an awesome game. I don't like having the forced extract, but I'm dealing with it. I know they're testing out new things, so it's fine, whatever. I was more worried about the healing stuff because like, dude, it was already bad. Like it was already bad, and then they made it worse. I was like, Jesus, man. Eesh. Anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching, and hope everybody has a good day. Peace.